Hey, Gumptown. Today we are at Saj Legacy Counsel, and we are here with attorney Saj Grubbs, and they specialize in trusts, wills, and estates. How you doing this morning, Saj?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be on Gumptown.
Yeah, good. So you're hosting an event coming up, Successful Agent Bootcamp. Tell us a little bit about that event.
Well, the Successful Agent Bootcamp came about because there's a community out there that has been misinformed about things concerning Medicaid, VA aid and attendance, and just how to go about actually helping a loved one when they're trying to transition into some form of long-term care facility. So what we decided, myself and some other companies, some nursing homes, some assisted living facilities, these people are experts because they've worked in the long-term care field for a while, and they're directors and administrators and social workers, and they have that experience to be able to actually answer people's questions that people may have, like how to choose a assisted living facility, or what should you look for in a nursing home, and what kind of specialty care facilities are out there for people who have dementia or Alzheimer's. And from my standpoint, I'm just happy to host. I'll actually be discussing myself and what we do here at Sage Legacy, which is helping people see if they qualify for benefits like aid and attendance that can actually help pay for an assisted living facility or home health care. And then another thing that we do a lot of, is if you have a loved one that is in a nursing home or needs to be in a nursing home, we help people protect their assets and qualify for Medicaid. Great. That's one of the big misconceptions, is that you have to be broke to be on Medicaid, and that's just not true. You just have to plan.
Wow. So, y'all gonna be talking about a lot of information like retirement planning, picking the right power of attorney, wills versus trusts. You want to elaborate on some of the things you're going to talk about in a little more detail?
Yeah, one thing that I like to discuss is picking the correct power of attorney. So at this boot camp, one of the topics will actually be how to pick the power of attorney that's going to work for you. Because I'll be the first to say it, attorneys can be lazy, and there's a standard power of attorney form that people like to use when you go to an attorney's office. Well, that form does not necessarily have all the powers you may need to help someone if they're trying to apply for some form of benefit like Medicaid or VA. And then also, because it's so standard, it's not customized. So, if you've got a box at a bank, safety deposit box or something, if you don't tell somebody you've got that in that power of attorney and give them the right to go look in it, simple things like that can be left out of a general power of attorney. So we'll actually discuss all the different types of powers of attorney and the fact that power of attorneys do not have to be accepted, which a lot of people are shocked by. So that's one of my favorite things. Then also, we've got a lady coming who does blueberry teas, Miss Josie.
Okay.
And she's going to talk about being healthy and the things that tea can do. And her blueberry teas, I call them Tasanis. I think that's the correct word. I'm not a tea aficionado, but people like to call them Tasanis, and they're delicious actually. So she'll be handing out tea. I think it's worth coming just for the tea. But we'll be providing lunch also, so there's a $10 cover charge, so to speak, for materials, and because lunch will be provided. Also, we're going to debunk the myths of hospice. So there's a lady coming, Emily is her name. She'll be there, and she'll be debunking the myths of hospice and telling you things that hospice can help people with. And then there's a lady by the name of Julia from Daisy's, I think it's senior service, and she's going to talk about actually taking the stress out of the transition. When someone is moving into a long-term care facility, it's very overwhelming. It can be very stressful. So she's going to discuss that. There'll be some retirement planning talk. Heather Ann Grubbs will be there from New York Life.
Okay.
And they'll be discussing ways you can leverage different financial programs and plans and things like that to actually help pay for long-term care. And that's just And then we're also going to have some panels. You know, so it's going to be a great event. I'm excited about it. You know, it's from 9 to 2, so we'll be there, and it won't be one of these boring, stodgy events where people just get up and talk at you. We're going to actually let the crowd participate and ask all the questions that they need to ask so they can get the information, because the main thing we believe is that information changes situations.
That's great. Now, tell us when is this event going on?
It's going to be November 1st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Archibald Senior Center, downtown Montgomery.
Okay. Now, how can somebody register? How can they RSVP?
Okay, to register, you can call, since we're hosting, we're taking registration, so you can call our office. It's 334-649-4911. Or you can email my assistant, that's A Spear, so ASPEAR, at sagelegacy.com. Sage is SAGE, legacy.com. Either way, you need RSVP because the seats are limited, and we're about halfway full right now. We're half full right now, so.
That's great. Anything else you would like to share with Gumptown this morning?
Yeah, first of all, I love what Gumptown's all about because they are everywhere. Can't wait to see them stop in this event, even if they have to eat and run. But with that being said, I really brought this event and helped put this event together and hosting this event because it's really needed in the community. So if you're out there and you have someone who's in rehab right now, a rehab facility, or if you're out there and you have someone who is going in and out of the hospital and their health's declining, or you know, they've got, as people like to say, a touch of dementia, and you're trying to figure out what to do, this is a place to figure that out. There'll be a lot of experts there. I'll be there. You know, I'll be covering some of the legal side, but like I said, there'll be experts there from the home health care field, so you can learn, you know, what to look for and how to choose a home health care person. You know, there's experts there with independent living. You know, I tell everybody, we all are in independent living, so to speak, but they actually have independent living facilities, so we'll discuss that. There'll be a lady there discussing that. So it's going to be a great event. If, like I said, if you have someone in rehab or in and out of the hospital, or, you know, have someone in the nursing home and you're trying to figure out if you can save some of their money and not pay it all to the nursing home, this is the event for you. That's
great. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with Gumptown TV this morning. Be sure to register for the Successful Agent Bootcamp. It's going to be Thursday, November 1st, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Archibald Center downtown. Many of you know the Meals on Wheels is the same building. Be sure to RSVP, call 334-649-4911 or email aspear@sagelegacy.com. Tune in to Gumptown TV. Stay connected.